What's up, everybody? It's your man Slammin' Sam here in Virginia. As you can hear, first pair of juniors are rolling into the box. Championship here. Got my man, Monday Morning Racer, Lee Craft. Lee, we're not live, but we're live because we are here.
Wherever we go, we're live. We are the show. No, honestly, the stars and cars of the Brian Olson Memorial PDRA World Finals is the star of the show. Some great door slammers are out, great sportsman racers. There are definitely championships to be decided today in eliminations.
Yeah, Lee, and let's just talk about this. I mean, Outlaw Performance ENT, Monday Morning Racer, we've kind of had this vibe, this culture that we've created as we got cars rolling up behind us. But what do you predict out of a day like today? I mean, it's been hot all weekend, rain rolls in last night, cancels things, and then boom, we've got like 65-degree temperatures made for horsepower. But what are your predictions?
Well, predicting that you'll probably see some world record style runs made today. There's even the possibility of finally that 3-second run in the Extreme Pro Stock category. Maybe that can happen today. You're going to see those that have the extra horsepower, even though it's 8th mile drag racing. You're going to see them come out on top today. So don't be surprised if at the end of the day it's Tommy Franklin, Jay Cox, or Jim Halsey. It's a J.R. Carr, the Flying Meatball. It's a Todd Tutterow, for example, with these type of conditions. Or Johnny Camp even.
Yeah, and talking about that, Lee, like I think, you know, as we do our pick walk and we're around talking about everything, it gives an opportunity for people to kind of switch it up. I mean, you look at one side of the ladder here, we're kind of pretty much deadlocked on a lot of heavy contenders, which usually you don't see. So as a racer, do you think that it may change what they're thinking, what they're doing, strategy-wise or anything, or do you just get in there, put your best tune up, and make sure you make it down the track today?
Well, we've already seen it. Looks like from qualifying with PDRA rules in particular that there has already been some stacking of the deck, if you will, in Extreme Pro Stock. So I believe strategy has already gone into play in this championship run for many of these teams. But there's some, they're not vying for a championship, they're vying for one win, or they're vying for that cherry on top of a championship, such as Jim Halsey. They're just out here to run a race and get down the track as fast as they can. But we've already seen a little bit of strategy, and obviously many have the strategy of, let's just go win this thing.
So winning the thing obviously is the ultimate goal here. These guys, girls out here, you know, you can't count anyone lightly. You got a guy like Johnny Placino who wants more. He's young, hungry. As we actually pass J.R. Carr's pits right now, he's going in, working on things. I mean, a lot of hot competitors, a lot of, you know, tensions maybe getting a little hot and heavy right now. But let's talk about the facility that we're at. Virginia MotorSport Park, VMP, most people call it. One of the, I'm going to say it, the best facilities that we have still today that are running great, that are doing great things with Tyler Crossnow, you know, kind of leading the way. What do you get and how do you feel about this facility?
Man, I love coming to Virginia MotorSport Park, and it truly is a motorsports park. They live up to their name. You know, oftentimes you can go to places and they have Motorsports Park in their name, and they only really have one motorsport represented. That's not the case here. VMP truly is a motorsports park in that there is off-road racing, there is motocross racing, there is drag racing as we have here today. And concerning the drag racing, you're talking about a surface that may very well be the best surface in the country, and that is from the drag racers and the racers themselves. We're here in the Johnny Placino pit overlooking his Extreme Pro Stock Mustang as he's getting ready to do battle this weekend. This day in Extreme Pro Stock has a opportunity for the 2021 championship coming into the event. It's going to be a long haul, Johnny, but there is a mathematical chance all top three are on the same side of the ladder. What's it going to take to be a repeat Extreme Pro Stock champion?
Well, we have to do our job, obviously, and we need stuff to fall our way. We don't want to go into the last race of the year like that, where we need other things to happen outside of our control, but we fell behind at the last race. A couple others, we missed an opportunity. And this is a deal where it's an 8-race deal, and it's like starting at the countdown of the championship in the beginning of the year, So we feel like we have a really, really good car right now. I'm extremely confident that we can go out there and win this race. But again, we need more than that. So first round, we luckily have a broke by, and we're going to lean on this thing as hard as we can. If we can go out there and somehow pick up a record or something, it changes things. But right now, it sounds cliche. I got to make it one round at a time. And this first round, the objective is to go as fast as we possibly can. Air's here. Hopefully the racetrack's here. Haven't checked it out yet, but it's time to play ball.
Johnny, one question for you. As of yesterday, we had that rain come in. Weather's changed. It was 85 degrees most of the week, and now you come into a 65-degree day. For you, your dad, for your team, tuning the car and everything like that, first round by, you throw it at it to know what's going to happen. But how much did that weather change everything for you guys?
Changed it a ton. I mean, we have probably another 100 horsepower than we had all weekend long. So we have to go out there. We have to make these changes. We've been in this air before. We don't get to run in it a lot, so that's the difference. But again, we have to go back to what we know, the changes that we have to make, and hopefully we roll the dice in the right way.
And just like always, you got your dad here, your number one fan, the guy who's pretty much taught you everything. So for you, sir, what does it mean for you to know that you guys have another shot at a championship?
It's important. You fight for it the whole season long. This is what your goal is, right, at the end of the season, to win the championship. We're going to do our best. The chips fall where they fall. We're going to give it everything we got. We're only missing one piece of our puzzle this weekend, and that's Chip Lofton. So we want to try to do this for him.
There you go, and big shout out to Chip for everything he's done for you guys. So, Johnny, we've got a great relationship. Good luck. We're in your corner. We're rooting for you, but hopefully everything falls your way, buddy.
I appreciate it. Everyone watch on. This is probably going to be one of the most historic days in Mountain Motor Pro Stock history, I think. It's going to be a pretty cool race to watch. We got a points battle, and we have 14 cars, and about all 14 of them want to go 3 seconds here. So watch on. It's going to be exciting.
All right, there you heard it first here from Johnny Placino. Something's going to happen today. Like I said, great weather, change of weather, but Lee, in the pits here, as we continue to walk around, this air is made for this. It is what the drivers are saying. They are ready for this. That it may change things up. How much or how many people do you think are waiting to see that pass?
Well, when it concerns Extreme Pro Stock and running a 3-second pass, a 3.999 at least, I think it's been nearly a decade, and we cannot go find the trophy right now, but the trophy that they have for the individual that goes 3.999 for the first time, man, it is a stellar trophy. Liberty Gears will provide the trophy. It is a stack of gears with a Liberty shifter on it, and they have been wanting that for a long time. And frankly, I think the PDRA people are tired of lugging it around in their trailer. Someone needs to hurry up and win that thing.
And we talked about it on many shows that we've done. It's not always about the record, but some records are important. And if you're going to set one, I think doing it here at the World Finals, the last race of the year, I mean, it's like the Super Bowl, right? For drag racing or something. So why not shoot for that? It's a fourth quarter, you're down by 3. Shoot for it and see what happens. So again, as we continue this beautiful pit walk, I honestly think on a beautiful day, the wind's blowing, kind of not in the racers' fans, is you have a headwind instead of a tailwind. We've got Melanie's and Lemmy's beautiful car as they're getting ready for the day here, and we're going to just continue to walk down the pits. But I think the atmosphere, there's a light, lax mood, but a whole lot of tension. It's kind of like a sunny day with a breeze, but a lot of humidity. That makes sense.
Right, yes. There is a lot of tension, you can tell, but something that is great about the PDRA is it is truly a racer's family. I really do believe that. And you've got a group that, if you notice, there aren't that many rows across the pit stalls and around the trucks. You can walk up to these individuals, you can talk to these drivers, you can talk to these pit crew members. Such an open atmosphere. We're going to walk towards, I think, one of the most beautiful cars out here. It is a great representation of what I even think Pro Stock should be, and that is Brown Sugar. It's a beautiful late model Pro Street Mustang by Tim Essick. Built it in his shop. Show that off right there, Slammin' Sam. Atomizers, racing injectors, ATI Performance Products, Drag 965, Alan Johnson Performance Engineering, 481X. She is a beaut. They call this Brown Sugar. And it is a beautiful brown color with some flake in it. Such a beautiful ride, and it also rides down the strip well, ladies and gentlemen.
Lee, as I look through this car, and you know I'm a Mustang guy, I gotta say, other than the power plant, I love it. The flake in the car, the color, and like you said, this is what Pro Stock should look like, ladies and gentlemen.
I agree, it should look like this.
When you have a modern style body chassis that looks just like this, there's no reason why we can't get to that, why we're not doing it. All the safety equipment, it looks sleek, it's clean, and it is what a street car, you know, in today's society. I mean, he's even got the body moldings and everything that look exactly the same.
Well, let's go up to the front here, Sam. Now, we don't have the clip on right now, but if we go up here, we can take a look at the front, and you're going to see this thing is a Mustang. There's no way to deny that this is a Mustang, and it's what it should look like. It's got the same stock body lines with the cowl induction, and then if you look at the rest of the car, it has these stock lines. And one of the problems I find in modern day Pro Stock is you don't have the stock body lines, and most of all, a stock line concerning the deck lid. This car follows what a Mustang looks like, and I think Pro Stock should be doing the same right now, and I think that would bring back brand identity and even possibly some OEM support into those ranks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, super clean car. What it represents is everything of a street car. Like I said, the body moldings, the rear tail lights, everything is there and working. So this is what it's all about. Then you've got, you know, rolling into the lanes up there right now is you got a regular Fox body. I mean, so many different things, so many different options. But like you said, this is a racer's class, Lee, and that's what it's all about. So many different people, but yet you can mix and mingle through the pits. People are helping each other out, and when it all comes down to it, Lee, they are having fun. We have a New Edge Mustang right here, red one, straight across from it. We've got another one, and like you said, they still all hold their body lines. Lee, it's funny, we just talked about Brown Sugar, right? Now, if you look over there in the lanes or in the parking, there's a yellow Mustang right there that looks exactly like that one. So that's what it's all about, man. My first PDRA race, but I can tell you there will be more. This is our track walk. Our pit walk, actually. This is my buddy, Monday Morning Racer. I'm Slammin' Sam. Lee, close us out.
Can we really close out yet and we haven't got over into Pro Mod? There's a whole other lane, man.
You mean there's more to show me?
There's more.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. So, you know, one of the great classes out here is the Pro Street class, Drag 965, another late model Mustang, a gen after the ones that are most modern, beautiful race car. And when all the Fox bodies run out, this will be the next generation everybody's going to run to. And again, it looks like it's supposed to.
Lee, these guys aren't Fox body guys.
They're not.
They're not Mustang guys. You want to know why?
Why?
They all got LSs in them. We've got a problem.
It's the world we live in.
We've got a problem, okay? All you guys out there, trust me, I appreciate it. I like it. but no more LSs. No more. We're calling it quits. Look at that beautiful thing. But no more LSs.
You can see at a PDRA race some of the most beautiful top sportsmen, top dragsters, and bracket cars in the country. It is phenomenal. Well, we're running into each other. That happens on occasion. Hank Jackson there, one of the top tuners out here. We're looking for some drivers at the moment, see who we can find. We are in the...
Will Hank talk? Do you think Hank will talk?
Hank would probably talk.
Should we get him?
Let's get Hank.
I think there's a question that we all need to know. Or maybe it... Maybe not.
It's up to you. It's your show.
Well, I'll ask later.
Okay, we'll ask later. We'll ask later. We're looking for some drivers. I love that car. Chris Klein and his Fury. Christine, beautiful race car. So, Sam.
This car, Lee. This car to me, the Undertaker, want to see what they're doing. Don't want to interrupt if they're going in right now and doing anything. But this car to me, I want to show you guys, is everything with military. It has a lot to do with military. So I want to show you this car really quick. It is called the Undertaker. You can see the flags here on the front clip. They have a lot of different things that talk about military appreciation and supporting the cause here. You can see the sergeant stripes right there. You've got names. But this is what I'm talking about. Out here in PDRA, you have so many different cars that appreciate the sacrifices that the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces make, and a lot of people are just giving back. It's a pro mod. This pro mod class is stacked, and I think we've really got some good competitors, good competition here in this class to talk about it. Bringing people out for the first time. I actually got a friend out here. Hey, Carl. I'm going to talk to Carl. This is his first PDRA race out here at Virginia MotorSports. One of my good friends here local in the Virginia area. Carl, how is this race for you and seeing and experiencing everything?
This is a total different experience. I mean, I'm from a different world, so coming out and seeing these really fast cars, just put down some super quick times, it's been a great experience to be here and just kind of glad to be a part.
Yeah, and you know, you come from the mud truck world, and I actually got to see some of his stuff last night at one of his friends' house. But seeing this, the mud truck racing world that you guys live in, it's pretty much the same, and it just wraps motorsports all around in one. So kind of explain what you do and what you guys are doing out here in Virginia in the mud.
Again, it's kind of the same. Like we run a lot of the same motors, a lot of the same chassis styles, but instead of having that really low fast car, we're sitting up a little higher, having that front axle. I mean, we're making crazy power. We got trucks out here with blower motors making 3,000 horsepower. We got nitrous motors making 1,500, 1,800, 2,000 horsepower. Running these same things, but we run it in 200 feet. And it's crazy insane, but it just shows the horsepower love that we have of all worlds.
See, and that's what's great. Lee, I think, you know, I do a good job of it. You do a good job. It's just wrapping it all in, and what does motorsports mean? And there's so much of the same stuff that continues to go on as we're here. Thank you, Carl. But yes, we're going to continue this walk. Lee, man, I don't know about you, but being a kid from North Dakota, or I shouldn't say from North Dakota, but living in North Dakota right now, I put on a sweatshirt, but it's above 60 degrees here, and even with this breeze, I'm burning.
We're in that strange time in the southeast. Virginia is still the southeast, I think, that it's cold in the morning and then it starts to get warmer, and you're like, all right, do I wear a hoodie? Do I just go with a t-shirt? What do I do? What do I do? It's that strange period of time. We're walking through the Pro Mod and 632 ranks right now. We've got one more row to go, which we'll have on it. I know Tommy Franklin's over there. Tony Wilson's over there. Maybe we can find a few drivers outside of the trailer and talk to a few here. And again, there are some great championship battles this weekend to be decided. Most notably, Extreme Pro Stock between Chris Powers, Johnny Placino, and J.R. Carr, and also in Pro Boost with Kevin Rivenbark and Todd Tutterow. Right now, you may hear the engine. Pat Busey power of Jay Cox. Pumpkin power.
That's your pick to win the event.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't argue with you.
Running Pat Busey power now. Interesting transition. Haven't been able to talk to him about that transition from what he was running, but he felt like he needed a little bit more of a competitive edge, obviously. So he made that switch in the nitrous combination.
I think here in the PDRA, though, most people are running Busey power.
I agree. We'll go into the Tommy Franklin pit and see who we can find. So, over here at the Franklin pit, you got a lot of stars. And not just PDRA, but no, you can't go nowhere. No. Will Smith, and not the movie star Will Smith, but the real Will Smith.
Fresh Prince of Drag Air, right?
The Fresh Prince of Drag Air, that is right.
Courtesy of you.
Courtesy of me, I gave him that, yes. Because of the great-looking 80s themed A-Fueler that you and the Heradas put out. So, talk to me about A-Fuel this year. I think it's been kind of crazy for you all, and it really started with stuff being stolen that was yours and getting stuff back, and then new paint, new scheme, and how'd the year go in the A-Fuel ranks?
Well, it's definitely a year of change. We decided to bring out our Morgan Lucas car this year that had the throwback scheme, and of course we, as you mentioned, had our trailers broken into and some stuff stolen. That wasn't a huge setback for us, but it just created a lot of headache to get through the winter that you really didn't need. We're trying to prepare the car and get it ready to for battle all year, and we just we run 10 races this year, and it was a tough season. We were trying some things and didn't really work, and ended up going back to the old car, and it's just a tough year, but we'll be back. We'll get it all together and sort it out, and
Well, PDRA, you have a completely different role over here. You're not racing. You're not in a. Have you ever actually raced in the PDRA?
I have not, other than a junior drag race with our tech guy Vinny. We did have a grudge race one time, but that was the extent of my experience here. I would love to get behind the wheel of a Pro Nitrous or Pro Boost car one day, absolutely. But a lot of responsibilities here during the weekend that got to be taken care of first before I can jump in the seat here, so.
What are those responsibilities in particular with you in the PDRA?
Oh man, anything and everything sponsor related, which is a lot. Come in on Tuesday, we hang up all the banners, get everything set up here, assist with parking, get the midway set up. Then, like this weekend, I'm doing fuel for Pro Stock, so fueling cars in the lanes, and just all the behind-the-scenes stuff that everyone doesn't get to see. The little stuff, the headache stuff, you want to call it. So we're between Crystal and myself, we're getting ready to go do the Glow Qualifier Awards for our pro classes. So, it's all sponsor obligations we have that we've got to fulfill. And then, of course, later we'll have the contingency paperwork for our racers at the end of the night. I have to do that too. And everybody looks forward to seeing me late at night because they know they're going around. So.
And so for you in a year like this year that, coming off of a COVID year, still kind of in a COVID year, sponsorship, marketing partners, Has that been a challenge for you guys, or do you guys think you're still have a good handle on everything?
I think we have a really good handle on it, actually. It's been a challenge in a lot of different ways, but the reality is we retain, a lot of our partners, brought on some new partners this year, and that we seem to be progressing with that every year. So considering what we've all been through, each and every one of us in the last year, it's been a wonderful year. I believe we've had our best year yet in a lot of different ways, speaking car counts, financially speaking, everything. So we're excited for what next year brings. Already working on deals for next year, so we're looking forward to it.
And so on a day like today, it's the finals. You looking from, I'm going to say, the outside in, right? Because you can't give your favorites or anything like that, but changing in temperatures the way we did from yesterday and today, what are you expecting to see down track?
I think the most exciting action any of us have seen the whole year, maybe in the history of the World Finals. Tommy and I were just talking about how the conditions have changed and how you change the cars, and under a normal, what I would call a normal race mid-season, each race is a critical part of chasing the championship for the year. But we're down to all these championships are on the line today, and it's one thing to continue with another day of racing that the conditions are all the same. Now it's cool, it's going to be fast, the track's going to be really tight, which it usually always is, but the cooler conditions, I think it's going to be anybody's game today. It's going to who can manage their power better, and see where the cards fall. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be exciting for the fans and racers and teams. So can't wait to see it.
And let anyone that's out there that has questions or on the fence of being a part of the PDRA, why they need to be here and be a part of it.
We're the world's premier 8th mile drag racing series. That's pretty simple. That's our marketing slogan, and I think we back it up. Check out all the action. It's a testament to who we are, what we are. We're a family out here. A great family environment here, professional environment. We got the most extreme classes, most advanced classes in drag racing from one end to the other. The kids are involved here with our top and pro junior dragster classes, who have all showed that they're making the next step, whether it be in top sportsman, top dragster, or going up to the pro ranks. So we have an opportunity for everyone here, from juniors to pros. So it's a lot of great action.
Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for what you do for the PDRA, for us, our media people, bringing the sponsors in. Again, thank you.
Thank you.
So, as you guys can see, people are still warming up cars. Lee, it is warming up. It's heating up. It's PDRA Sunday. It's the finals. I don't really have much more to say, Lee, but it's about to go down.
It definitely is. Everybody's getting ready to go here at the PDRA. You've already got juniors that have ran. We've got bracket bash in the lanes. Sportsman cars are going to be running soon. Noon is when pro eliminations will begin. If you are in the Petersburg, Dinwiddie, Richmond area of Virginia, you got time to get right here to Virginia MotorSport Park and check out some of the best, greatest, premier door slammer drag racing action in the world at the Professional Drag Racers Association for the Brian Olson Memorial Finals. Be here.
Thanks again, Lee. Slam and Sam Outlaw Performance ENT. Like I said, guys, Virginia MotorSport Park, it's about to go down. Get here. If you're not here, if you're watching, please stay tuned for more PDRA action coming from your favorite man on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere else that you've seen me or watched me. It's your man, Slam and Sam. Outlaw Performance ENT. I'm signing out. Hey.